We have also another situation. Everybody has another situation. As you saw in Poland, we have still a lot of old orchard, but the knowledge about the old orchards is gone already. Mostly. So, for the contacts, we found 90 institutions, NGOs and license park and farmers and advisory centers, which are the good contacts. Most of them, the most important knowledge are in the Institute of Agriculture in Skierniewice, in Arboretum in Bolesławice, in the Polish Academy of Science, in the Arboretum in Bolesławice, and in an NGO which have done a big regional collection. And all the contacts are connected to adult education. We do not have anything which is go to university or vocational school. They are mostly working with adult students. 13 of 19 are connected to pomology. Most of them are connected to care and management. Very small part, only 5 are talking about processing and marketing. So we here see our needs. From 6 of this 19 contact, we can literature and we can use it. 19 of this contact are doing, 13 of 19 of this contact have courses, but mostly occasionally courses. There is no continuation. But 12 are interested in teaching, which is very important. So we can really work with them. And 6 of them can contribute now, and the other will contribute in the future to the project. So this is not a bad results for 19 contacts. About the courses, this is nothing to really be proud of, but because mostly of the courses are about traditional orchard, they are occasionally courses. So it means when there is a need, people demand, or maybe when NGOs are working with this topic, they do it. And there is nothing permanent. Most of them are about care and management, with some elements about pomology. Very little are about processing, but this year started some advisory center to be interested in this topic, so they do courses for their for other advisory centers, which means this will grow. This will be like they create some leader in this topic. The target group are adult and farmers or people interested in traditional orchard. And this year we started, or not we, but one of us, Grzegorz, started very nicely in the TV. It is about traditional orchard. It's very basic course, but this is a good promotion of the idea of traditional orchard. In the TV, yes.
What kind of TV? So regional?
No. Come on.
So sorry, he has to mention ESTO project, then we have a very good reference.
This is the Maya in the garden.
On Monday we have pruning on...
No, this is the series which he tell about what is important in traditional orchards, what the trees are important, what this variety is important, why we should keep it and how to care about. So this is a kind of basic information for all the people, very basic, but this is a good promotion of our country, because then the people, maybe soon,
For the whole Poland?
Yeah, for the whole Poland. So he started.
And how many, how often is this?
It was the first...
In official, in television, about 3 times, but is online is YouTube. It's looking every day. So that's.
I mean,
But
this is
in the
online.
TV, it's like
I have
in
linked
the
it
TV,
in
it's like once a month? Or
Yes, and then you can look it on the online. very basic. This is no what we need for it. But for start, the promotion, it's already something.
But it's regarding to traditional orchard.
Only,
orchard.
yes, only traditional. Okay. And then from this year, from next year, maybe probably we will have some subsidies in our agro-environmental program for establishing old orchards. It means with old varieties. So we think that this is a good time to really, that it will be an increase of demand of this knowledge, and also we must create offer. So this is something very new, and we hope for it.
Poczekaj, nie powiem Grzegorz. Grzegorz want to add what does it mean? So how many varieties should be in this traditional orchard in this project? So as far as I know, it should be minimum 20 different varieties planted maximum on 1 hectare. Is the one?
In this agro-environmental program.
60% of these plants should be definitely old plants, old varieties. 20 varieties and 60% of the...
And they will get a lot of money, because I think it will be around 1,000 euro per hectare. For it, the maximum is 1 hectare. But this is a good motivation for farmers to really keep them still living in the garden.
But it's a project, it's not...
So there's also another question which is important now. If you say they should have at least 20 different varieties and so, do you have the planting material if it's demanded? You have enough trees?
Is next points is material
Produced
too is in one varieties pay is minimum 100 cheese and
But it's not much.
Powiedz mi, nie przetłumaczyłam.
The second project is the project for a nursery. The nursery would achieve extra money for each new sort which will be by him starting to grow.
Okay.
So the nursery people would have also interest to multiplicate all the new traditional sorts, varieties. Yeah. So
It's because we saw once a project gets successful, you have the problem you don't have the trees.
Yes.
Because you produce some 100 and no one takes them. Then it starts to run and suddenly you need some 1,000. So you have to be prepared.
So for this time, I think that they found the balance between promoting and producing.
So more and more people call to us and ask for traditional varieties, but they also have a knowledge. They would have trees on these big rootstocks. So they definitely ask only for these sorts, and this is mainly private hobby, we can say. So people who have some money, some land, and don't have any idea what to do with them. The normal farming is not efficient, so they start to think maybe we plant the apples, and after that maybe we try to make a juice or something like that. So it's a kind of hobby, but it increase.
So I think this is also important for Austria. In future it will not be only farmers who have the orchards.
Yes.
It will be private people, it will be organization, NGO and whatever. So we have also to get rid of this traditional image of how it should be done.
Yeah.
We want the traditional culture of orchard, but not the traditional farmers don't exist anymore, and they don't drink 5,000 liters of cider every year as they did before. All the people of the family farm.
Okay.
The final few words. As you know, I started to produce a juice from.
Yes.
You had a possibility to taste it. And since during 2 years, I received plenty of telephones. What kind of machines I use, how to do it, what are the rules, the law rules for such a producing, and so on. So it means that people really started to think, I have a garden, maybe I can use my fruits, and maybe I can plant the next more and more. So it really increased.
This is the success of Writing in Life project.
Yes, exactly.
It's your success, but it started somewhere else.
The literature, we found around 40 titles. Of course, this is not maybe all. We are still looking, but the oldest one was from the 1888, written in Polish, because we have a lot of literature, but a lot of German literature, we have Russian literature, and we wanted to look at the Polish one. And the most of the literature are coming from the beginning of the last century and the 15th and 60s. The new publication are most with Grzegorz text, and they are, all of them are for the adult education. We don't have really books for universities and for vocational schools, the text for universities and vocational school. All of these titles founded are hard copy, but the access is very restricted because some are really unique. We have some important Russian literature with information about Polish varieties. This is in Russian, but of course we can use it because they are very old. And only very few are available online for free, and this is the most important is this one done by our Ministry of Agriculture. These are the Polish results.
The Polish is